Alright, so today is day 31 of sharing my journal entries. The quote for today was, "Success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it." And the question is, how do you define success? What are the most successful parts of your life? And again, if you're following along, just go ahead and pause the video and write down your thoughts on this, and I'll be back in a second with my response. Okay, so what I wrote for this. I feel like these last couple of days I struggled to have the words come because I can see there's some language at the beginning that's I could tell I didn't really know what to say, so I just started writing to hope that something would come out. So I said, I guess I've never really thought about how I would define success. Before thinking a bit more deeply about my life, so a few years ago, I would have defined it as having money, fame, or notoriety. A couple of years ago, I probably would have defined it as being happy. And I was tempted to define it as happiness now. But I think in this moment, I would define success as being able to exist without misery. What was I going through? Wow. So not necessarily being happy, but without being overly stressed or worried. Yeah, I was been going through some stuff with school or work. If you're at a place where you don't feel fear or anger or bad feelings, I think that's a good place. And I think I'm starting to get there. By this definition, if you don't have to have any money or friends or family or anything else aside from the ability to find peace in any situation. Oh, okay. By this definition, you're basically successful as long as you can just find peace. Doesn't matter what you have. I said, I still have my times of anxiety, but I feel like each year I get closer and closer to finding peace. I feel like I'm getting there in my current relationship. I'm getting there with work and school, but those are the main areas I need to focus on this year. Once I find success there, I think the rest of my life will come together. And like I said, this is a common theme through this whole thing is work and school, let me get my life together. Once I get focused in these areas and get everything lined out, then I feel like everything else is going to come. And I hope that's the case. So, but I guess that kind of goes along. Maybe I didn't look back at the quote. What I said kind of goes along with the quote that success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it. So as long as you like what's going on, I don't know. But yeah, I will agree with what I wrote here that my definition of success has changed. And I think even if I would have had that definition of success, money, fame, notoriety in the past, it wouldn't have been what I really would have thought success was, because it would have just been, I would have defined that as success just parroting what society tells you success is. So I don't think that's actually how I would have felt, but it's what I would have said. But yeah, that's what I have for that. I guess this is a short one. Well, it does say what are your most successful parts of your life? I did address that, relationship and work and school. I mean, I have been successful in school and work. It's just, I guess the way I would define success in terms of career and education is finishing. And I guess because I'm still in this process right now, I feel like I haven't finished my education. But I mean, I finished high school, I finished my bachelor's, I finished my master's. So I'm successful in that. I guess I kind of forget that those things are things that other people haven't done already, that some people haven't done. Like, I forget that those are like big achievements in some people's minds. I don't know why. I don't feel like that those are a big deal for me. And I also don't feel like, especially with my masters. Oh my god, my cat is clawing under the door. But especially with my masters, even though like I passed and I got my masters. Okay, and then my roommate came in. He left his charger in here. But yeah. Oh, with my masters, I didn't feel like I did a very good job on my master's thesis, and so even though like they gave me my master's, I felt like I didn't deserve it, I guess. So I don't really feel like I achieved that. Same thing with some parts of my undergrad. Like, I passed classes, but I felt like I didn't really deserve the grade that I got in some of my classes. So I like, even though I did these things, I didn't feel like, I guess, I fully deserved them. So maybe I don't, that's why I don't feel like those are like major successes. But I do feel like if I finish this PhD, that it'll probably be pretty good. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe that'll be my success. And I mean, that's like kind of the pinnacle of education. So there's not really anywhere else to go. Yeah, and as far as my work, I've switched around so many jobs, like, and I don't feel like I've built a career. Like, I haven't had like one job that builds on another. So I don't really feel like I've been like successful with work. But I mean, it's kind of a good thing because I've worked so many jobs. I feel like I don't feel like a pressure for failure. Like, I don't really have like a stress of like losing my job because I've worked so many different types of jobs. There's so many different fields that I could like go into if I had to, and like there's always people needed in the service industry, and so I have like lots of experience doing that, and just doing, I've got lots of skills. So, but I don't feel like I've really like accomplished anything with all of that. So I don't know. And at this point, I'm just like, accomplishing and reaching the pinnacle isn't like the goal for me, because you see a lot of people that like are like quote unquote successful, but then they're not happy. So what's the point of reaching that if you're not happy? And I know that's kind of cliche. I know a lot of people say that now, but yeah, I just think being at peace in life, and I think I am, like, I think I'm getting there. I'm gonna be 40 soon, and I'm not, I love the fact that I'm not like even like stressed about it. I don't even care about like turning 40. I'm actually like, all right, I'm gonna be 40. I feel like I've lived a long time already, and I've probably, hopefully, have that much more left. Like, I feel like I will be successful if I finish my PhD by 40. Like, that's my main goal right now. Because if I have that done by 40, like, I've reached, you know, kind of the top of that, and I've got a home and I've got a car. It's not paid off, but you know, like, I've got these things. And then I can just relax, hopefully, like the second half of my life. I mean, I'll still be working and stuff, but I don't know, I'm looking forward to it. And I saw, this is a little bit off topic, but talking about being 40 reminded me of it. Someone had posted a comment on TikTok that's like, you know, what are you gonna do like when you're over 40 and you don't have kids? Like, what are you gonna live for, or whatever? And then the girl posted like, you know, she was like 46 and posted all these like photos of her traveling and just like enjoying life because she never got married and never had kids. And I think I mentioned in one of the videos that, you know, I feel like people that have kids do have like this inherent sense of purpose because they've created kids and their job is to raise them. But I didn't say that in a sense that I feel like I need that for fulfillment. It's just kind of like I don't have that, so I'm wondering like what else I need for fulfillment, because I know for sure that I do not want that. And so it's just I've got to figure out what it is. And yeah, I definitely do not feel bad about not, I'm to the point now that I'm sure that I would not regret not having kids and not getting married. So yeah, I think if I could just live at peace, live in peace for the rest of my life, and just, I'm to the point now that I don't feel like I need to travel and like do all these things to get that rush. Like I enjoy, and I'm shocked that I'm this way because I never thought, I thought I was like adventurous and would always want to be going out and discovering and learning things. But the last few years, last couple of years especially, I've just been content going outside. I've got a hammock outside, and I feel like I never understood why people were like, oh, a hammock is like so luxurious, but I get it. Like just being able to go out in the afternoon and just lay out in the hammock is just like nice. I don't know. Does that mean I'm getting old? Like I think I feel like I am like transitioning into like that older person mindset. And I'm not messed up about it. I don't know why people fight against it and fight against like aging and wanting to get old. Like there's been some, difficult times, but like I'm looking forward to it actually. Like I still feel healthy, I still feel good. So I figure as long as I still feel good and healthy, what do I have to be worried about just because I'm like another year older? I don't really care. But anyway, I guess that's what I have for day 31, and I will be back on for day 32.